here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up, and honey, okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Well, we are back again, people. Hey now, it's your girl BondyBlue. I'm back for another BondyBlue show, a public one, girl. Yes, girl. Okay, a free one. So, what's going on? Stephanie Davenport, thank you so much for becoming a member of my channel, girl. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you, girl. Okay, listen, if you are a member of YouTube or a member of my Patreon or my website, y'all know y'all have been getting more content than public. Okay, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Bell Collective, a lot of other BondyBlue show topics that I don't feel like talking about with the rest of y'all. Okay, and I love you for real. But some content is not meant for the public. Okay, it's just not. It's not meant for me to be in a space with y'all live talking about this. Nah, I'll edit it and send it to Tasha and then send it to y'all later. But ultimately, girl, some of the best stuff is the paywall content, just so y'all know. Also, listen, I just want to remind everybody about Thailand, okay? Phuket, June 13th to the 20th. Me, you, and a whole bunch of some good homegirls that we gonna grow to love, okay, and care about on this Reset by Design Wellness Retreat that we are going to in June, okay? Now, listen, y'all know that's right after my birthday, girl. I'm gonna be the big 36, girl. 36. Can y'all believe it? Looking like this, 36 years old. Goddamn. Okay, it's a good 36, girl. Okay, but we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna reset. Okay, we're gonna balance it out, girl, and we're gonna have a good time. So y'all make sure y'all go and sign up. Reset by Design Wellness. Okay, go ahead and come through. Hold up, who birthday? It ain't their birthday yet. Y'all out here talking about early birthday, girl. Give me, hold on. I just hit the like button. Turn it to 55. Why y'all never like the video, man? Cause people be stalking me, girl. I got stalkers. People like to stalk me. Okay, they like to just come and sit in the bushes. Okay, my birthday tomorrow. I'll be 31. Happy early birthday, Tierra Hill, girl. Happy birthday. Listen, happy birthday. Okay, happy birthday, girl. But yes, make sure y'all sign up for Reset by Design Wellness. I hope y'all having a good Thursday. As y'all know, there is no Ooh Ladies First panel tonight because the Ooh Ladies First panel was live last night and I posted it twice on my page. So if you didn't see it, turn your notifications on. And if you are a member of www.bondyblueshow.com, girl, my website. Oh, yes. If you are a member there, you need to go to the community Bondy's community tab. Okay, you need to go there. You need to go to the forum and you need to turn on the notifications for the general discussion. Forum, general discussion. Turn on notifications. That's how you get the links to all of the content That's behind the paywall. If you are a member of www.bondyblueshow.com, down below. Okay. I'm about to come out with some new merch. Okay. I'm just waiting to get it. And then I'll be promoting it to you guys. Also, I'm updating my Amazon shop. Girl, we are not playing in 2024. Okay. Y'all like my robes? I'm going to show y'all the socks and shit that I be wearing. My favorite underwear that I like to wear. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you a bitch that wear underwear, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you hoes don't like to wear underwear, girl. You know what I'm saying? 2024. But I'm going to just be letting y'all know everything that I love from Amazon in my Amazon shop. And the link is already down below in the description box. There's stuff already there if you wanted to go and look. Okay. But I will be doing more promoting for it on the page. Okay. Listen, YouTube always playing. I got to get better at sending y'all notifications on several different platforms. So y'all got to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram and stuff like that. Okay. Thank you so much, Lady T, for the super chat. Hey, Bondy. Over here watching the playback from OFLP, can't get past the part where you call Rick Ross the fat ninja and Jamie's reaction kept rewinding. You are so freaking entertaining. Thank you so much. Listen, and I'm standing 10 toes down on that assessment of him. Okay. Yo, real talk. I'm hearing people don't wear underwear. Listen, and I don't understand it. But y'all know another thing I don't understand, and we're about to get into these topics, girl. Another thing that I really don't understand is Jennifer Lopez. Y'all, Jennifer Lopez has a new movie coming out, and the trailer was on Twitter. Shout out to Chris. Okay. Girl, I can't play the music and I can only play so much of it, but I do want to put some of it on up here for y'all. Hold up. Girl, I don't know what's going on with J-Lo. I don't know what this is. I don't know who paid for this. I don't know who co-signed it. I don't know what's happening with the Jennifer Lopez girl. But Amazon Prime original, This Is Me Now, a love story, official trailer. And it's J-Lo. Okay. And it seems to be like a musical from the soul, from the dreams, from the life of Jennifer Lopez. Listen, I'm just Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I am, I know where I came from. Southside Bronx. Girl, do y'all see this? It looks beautifully done. Like the visuals are beautiful. Girl, not Fat Joe being her therapist. Ugh. Girl, they telling her she a sex addict, y'all. I'm gonna speed through it because I ain't got time for them. With this February, girl. This February, that's when it's coming out. J-Lo is coming out with a musical / based on my life. Like it's almost like whatever her concert show is, it's like I'm gonna turn that into a movie. But I'm gonna make it a real story. Okay. So I'm gonna do something different. Girl, what is this? Girl, what the hell is this? When in J-Lo's life was she working down to the factory? Girl, when was you working down to the Fifth Element Magical Factory, bitch? What is going on? In her own words. Okay. Oh my God, Trevor. Girl, a new cinematic experience, a new musical experience. Girl, what is happening? She got 11. Hold up, y'all. My bad. She got 11 people in this damn movie, y'all. Wait a minute. I need to go. Like, where did all of the flowers come from, girl? Now we swinging. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Girl, that looked like something from The Wiz. Girl, did you free the people from The Wiz? What is going on? Don't bring this bitch no bad reviews. Don't bring her no bad reviews. Girl, what is this? When did it get intergalactical? Girl, she got Fat Joe, Trevor Noah, Kim Petras, Post Malone, Keke Palmer, Sofia Vergara, Jennifer Lewis, Jay Shetty, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I need to look him up. He coming out here to New Orleans and I want to go see him. Sad H Guru, or however you pronounce that. Derek Hoff, and of course, If you white, Ben Affleck. Okay? Girl, I don't know what's going I don't know what's going on here, but it looks hilarious. It looks hilarious. I don't even want to leave it up too long. I might have to cut this portion out the video. So if y'all see this shit gone, girl, Amazon Prime approved this, girl. It's so much shit going on. Girl, I don't even know what to say. I'm confusion as well. I don't even understand. I don't even understand what's going on, J-Lo. I don't. But this is what I'm going to say. If you can make the money, make the money. If you can make the money, make the money, girl. I'm not mad. I'm just confused. And of course, we're not going to see Ashanti because we're never going to talk about the fact that first songs was not her vocals. Jay Jersey, thank you for the super chat. You're going to love Thailand. I didn't make it down to Phuket. J-Lo only married Ben because he was the one who escaped the first time. Oh, I think they like each other sometimes. You know, I'm not even worrying about it because to me, I feel like J-Lo shouldn't have ever been somebody that just stayed with one man. Like, if y'all pay attention to the women who become extremely successful in Hollywood, those women go through a few marriages and a few relationships for a couple of reasons. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like you should just be with one nigga if you got all of that at your disposal. For what? At least women be getting married out here. Okay, at least J-Lo be trying to marry some of these. He be trying to husband some of these niggas. Okay, unlike the Rick Rosses of the entertainment industry, girl. Y'all ain't the Diddies of the entertainment industry. Y'all ain't, girl, nobody wants to be married to these people. But you know what I'm saying. Okay, it's not expected. All right. And then y'all be going in on J-Lo because J-Lo done been with all of these people. So what? That lady got money. She look good. Okay, she not supposed to just be with 2-3 dudes. That don't even make no sense. That's a waste. Love 211-215. Thank you for the super chat. YouTube playing on y'all top. I'm subscribed to all of y'all and still ain't get the notification, but I watched this morning and I loved it. Thank you so much. That's why we appreciate playback people. Okay, playback people, we appreciate y'all. Because you ain't gotta always watch it live. Just as long as you come through. But I just know for me personally, child, the views on my live videos are always better. So, you know, we gonna always support. Yeah, Bloom Elixirs, y'all. Y'all support Black-owned businesses. Okay, hair care products for that ass. All right, Bloom Elixirs. Go get them curls percolating. All right. Yes, y'all. Now that we've talked about J-Lo's new movie, This Is Me Now. Okay, this is me now. This is where I am now. Okay. I can't wait to put it on and then think that I'm only gonna watch it for 10 minutes and then end up watching it halfway through. Like, it look like it's long. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh girl. Yes, I am feeling better, Crystal. Thank you so much for asking. I am doing better. Okay. I'm trying to pull it together, y'all. I do feel like I always have to take more downtime or resting time during January. I don't know what that's about, but for the past few years, girl, my life cycle has been showing me that once we get into these winter months, girl, I am very much, in tune with nature. Shut it down. Okay. It needs to be shut down. We're not going out as much. We don't feel like going out as much. We can't even do as much work, girl, because now we getting sick and we ain't even went nowhere. What we sick for? Don't even make sense. Okay. Oh, another thing that I want to start doing again. I told y'all I got my merch coming soon, so get ready for new merch. But I do want to bring back my motherfucking advice. Oh, yes. I know y'all used to love that back in the day. People would send me letters and I would read them and give advice on it. Okay. We're going to bring that back. So y'all make sure y'all, once again, send an email to askbondyblue@gmail.com if you want me to read your letter. And even if you feel like being gully and coming up here on live, we might make that happen as well. Discuss these things in a personal way. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go ahead and push through because there are many things to get through today. Let's start. We're going to start with some white people news. Okay, that's where I want to start today. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, show love. Okay, I'm going to give you a show. So Jillian Michaels calls out Oprah Winfrey. claims she's financially gaining from Ozempic. These celebrities are not health experts. Jillian, Jillian. Girl, the way you abuse those people that come to you to lose weight, I don't want to hear anything from you. Not really. But this is your sector. So I'm going to read. Okay, shout out to Kyle and them. Okay, Kesey and Gail. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not y'all, I get confused sometimes. Everybody is using blue in their color schemes these days. Sorry, this is not Kyle. This is Jason. So, in a recent interview with Page Six, fitness instructor Jillian Michaels expressed her concerns about Oprah Winfrey's potential financial gains from the weight loss drug Ozempic. Michaels, known for her no-nonsense approach to fitness and health, believes the celebrities like Winfrey should not be considered as health experts. Girl, who said that? Whoever said that? No one. We just know Oprah as a woman who fluctuates her weight. Okay, at one point she was big, then she went little. And then she got big again and she went little again. And then, she got in the middle and she's kind of stayed in the middle for a minute now. Okay, maybe she's on Ozempic. I don't know. But let me continue to read. She urges people to research medications like Ozempic before considering their use. While speculating Oprah's alleged involvement, Michaels points out Weight Watchers, where the former talk show host reportedly purchased a 10% stake in 2015. To note, Weight Watchers has expanded its services to include doctor-led access to prescription medication, which now includes Ozempic. Well, that seems like you're cheating. I thought Weight Watchers was to lose weight, in a healthy way by monitoring your, caloric intake. That doesn't seem like what we're doing here. Okay. If you're giving people drugs for them to lose weight, you're cheating. Just saying. Anyway, so now Weight Watchers has doctors who can prescribe you Ozempic, a medication a type 2 diabetes medication. Oprah has a financial incentive with Ozempic. Michaels claimed in an exclusive interview with the outlet, well, Oprah's trying to stay a billionaire. And I guess the only way to do that is to get into the pharmaceutical industry. Girl, Oprah, you just get shadier and shadier as the years go by. We've tried to put you up. We tried to Super Soul Sunday this shit with Oprah. You know what I'm saying? We really try to hope for the best. We do. We absolutely do. But every time it seemed like she come through with some shady shit. Just some shady going on over there. Oprah type shit. Okay. But everybody has to remember, Oprah's a billionaire. You don't become a billionaire without being shrewd. Okay? Look it up. Michaels claimed in an exclusive interview with the outlet, Oprah, I believe, is one of the biggest shareholders of Weight Watchers. And Weight Watchers is now in the Ozempic business. Now, 10% shouldn't be one of the biggest stakeholders unless it's like 10 stakeholders. But who knows? Okay? Who knows? I believe Weight Watchers bought a company that provides access to these drugs. Now there is a financial interest in these drugs. Girl, there's always financial interest in drugs. Always. I think it's important to put that out there right off the bat. While a rep for Winfrey has not commented on her claims, Michaels also did another interview with Fox News where she warned against using the drug and the celebrities who keep promoting it. Let's hear what she had to say.
Is that you can never get off these drugs. If you do get off of them, all of the meta-analysis show us that you will gain all the weight back and then some, 2/3 of it within the first year. But now you've messed up your metabolism, you've lost muscle, you might be running the risk of all these side effects. So you're going to gain it back and then some and have lingering side effects. On top of that, let's say you're like, no, I'm staying on it forever. Really? Google Ozempic plateau. You will plateau on Ozempic. It will stop working. Right around the 18-month to 2-year mark, it's going to stop working. Now what are you going to do? Because now you're literally beholden to it. It's expensive. Insurance isn't going to cover it forever. Are you going to be on it forever? So we don't even know what this looks like 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. The two good things that have come out of this, in my opinion, are it has problem with this, right? Road. The two good things that have come out of this, in my opinion, are it has proven what I've been saying for 3 decades: calories in, calories out is weight loss. Health is a different conversation, but it facilitates weight loss. Proof, inputting. Second thing, we know that women and men of all ages can lose weight because most of these people on Ozempic are 40 plus, right? And they're shrinking. So looks like you can still lose weight if you're eating less food. And the third thing, I guess the third thing is now we're allowed to say that obesity is deadly again because the pharmaceutical companies have shaped that narrative one more time. So those are the only good things about it. I'm going to tell you that if you can find a way to eat less food without these drugs, you will lose weight and there'll be nothing but upside. Instead of all the negative side effects, you will have a list of positive side effects, from improved cognitive function, improved heart health, improved hormone growth.
Listen, I agree with everything Jillian is saying right here. I agree with everything that Jillian is saying. Okay, so Hannah says, I work in clinical research doing the Ozempic trials. Okay, thank you for providing us with the scientific name for it, which I will not. Semaglutide, semaglutide. Okay, that's what I'm gonna hope for. Okay, these celebs are abusing the way they are supposed to be used. It's supposed to be a diabetes drug, but they're using it because it helps you lose weight, right? You can use Ozempic if you do not have diabetes. However, if you are using it for only weight loss, it should be low doses, less frequently, and you should still be doing diet and exercise. Okay, so it seems as if this is something that can be used for people who are like obese, as Jillian said. I feel like it's never been healthy to be obese, but I also feel like what is considered obese, that is where the problem comes in for me. What is considered obesity, because everybody is not supposed to look the same. Everybody is not supposed to have the same body type. And I do feel like there is a lot, of even racial disparages in the way they clock body fat and who's, how much body fat a person is supposed to have. Like they base that off of white people. And it seems as if white people in general may have less of things than black people. Or other, ethnicities of people that may have, other, different genetic makeups. Either way, because yes, we're all the same, but we do have different variations and differences. And when weight and size and all of that comes into play, that's where those variations lie. And I do, feel like it's another ass. I do feel like it's another issue when it comes to you using it for weight loss and how much is being prescribed, how much is being made, and who's able to get it if they need Ozempic for actual health reasons. Like, that's the issue. BMI is based on white men, which is ridiculous. Exactly. When you look at it historically, like, I hate to bring slavery into the situation, girl, but the reason why they chose Africans to enslave is because of their physical makeup. Bigger, stronger, physically and physicality, and the ability to withstand high temperatures of heat and humidity. Okay. One of the main things. Y'all ever seen them movies back in the day? And the white person is always being carried through the jungle because it's so damn hot and they can't walk and keep their energy up in the same way. I mean, you can look it up historically when they tried to enslave other groups of people before they enslaved Africans, and those people were dying at large numbers, and quickly. The turnaround rate on, for instance, Irish slaves, or I wouldn't even really call them slaves like that, indentured servitude. Okay, we'll say it that, because I do feel like on some level Irish people have been able to become white in this system. So even if they were not back then, when white wasn't really a thing and it was more so based off of what country you were from. Okay, whole other thing. But let's just read some of the comments. Okay, Ozempic is to lower blood glucose levels. However, studies have shown that it improves heart health, weight loss, and eventually the goal is to get patients off of a supplemental insulin. Okay, gotcha. Oprah has a 10% share in Weight Watchers. Why not call out the people who have majority shares in the company? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. And that's why I say, the racial thing comes into it. Because why are you just calling out Oprah, Jillian? Jillian, why are you just calling out Oprah? Is it because people are going to pay attention when you call out Oprah? Because it's easier to go for the black woman? Like, is that the thing? The BMI isn't a good tool even for athletes because it categorizes them as obese when they aren't. More muscles. Okay? Okay, so we're on the same page. Okay. BMI was invented by a mathematician, not a physician or health expert. Okay, come on, people with the info. Jillian isn't the messenger for this message because her workout regimens and rampant fat phobia tied into her work is also extremely harmful. Right message, wrong messenger. I totally agree with this, Amani. I totally agree with this. There is a medication called Wegovy, which is supposed to be used for weight management. I don't understand why they are using that. Child. It probably has a higher dosage per pill. That's what I'm supposing. That's what I would assume. At 28 years old, the surgery, at 28 years old, had the surgery, got to a size 14, and I cried for months. My bones stuck out my shoulders, my neck sunk in. I looked so gross to me. I got to 16, 18 and was satisfied. I love me. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Me personally, y'all, I'm only 5'3". I'm very short. But for my height, I'm supposed to be like 125 pounds. That's supposed to be healthy for me. At one point in my life, when I was 120 pounds, I was not healthy. It didn't look good, girl. It didn't look good. I looked emaciated. Like to me, it didn't look as good as I look at 140 or 135. Okay. 140 at this point. Okay. So I just feel like if you're actually looking at the situation, you know that there's some racism involved in the BMI situation and who's obese and who's not. And that's why I really am not here for Jillian Michaels and her strong face, but I am objective enough to be able to listen to what she has to say and recognize there are some truths and some real concerns in what she said. I just don't understand why you decided to pick out Oprah and say that she had a majority stake when she only had 10%, unless Weight Watchers has 10 board members or 10 stakeholders. That's the only thing that that's the only way Oprah would have a majority stake is if everybody owned, you know what I'm saying? And I say 10 because I'm thinking 10 times 10, 100. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure if that's true or not. But then I also look at Oprah and, all of the recent situations with girl color purple and things that have happened in the past. Girl, it's just, okay, nobody's perfect and nobody's great. Okay. Like, it's just, you got to be careful, girl. I'm 5'2" and I weigh 108. My doctor said I'm supposed to be 120, 130. Yeah. I was told I'm supposed to be 125 at my height. And for me personally, I feel like I look great. Now, I could be a little smaller. I could. But I don't think 125 is ideal for me. Okay. So everybody's body's different. Okay. And you should just worry about your body. And if you're in this business, yeah, you should advocate for people being healthy and working out and having the benefits of what happens when you become physically active. And I tell y'all that all the time because y'all think it's a game. Working out helps with everything. It helps with the body pain that you may have. It helps with your blood flow. If you have any sicknesses or issues, it'll probably help resolve them. I used to be on medications more than I am now. Also, sex is better. For anybody out there, okay? So let's go ahead. Let's move on. We have some more caucasity to get into. Oh, yes, my girl. My girl Doja. Okay, girl, hold up. Where's the other story that actually has the info in it? Girl, her mom. Doja Cat's mom tried to file a lawsuit or a restraining order against her brother for knocking out Doja's teeth. Let me refresh. Okay, it's not. I thought I saved another post with this, but that's okay. I'm going to put this up and then I'm going to pull up the story myself. So, girl, we have never heard any mess about Doja Cat or her mom or any of that. Y'all worry about who she dates and all of that shit, but that's not real mess. Okay. Doja Cat, and it's from TMZ, allegedly being physically and verbally abused by her big brother. At least that's what their mother is telling a judge. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, Doja's mom, Deborah Elizabeth Sawyer, filed a temporary restraining order against her 30-year-old son, Ramon Deletando Delamini. And in her filing, she makes some serious accusations. Doja's mom lists Doja as another person who needs protection from Ramon. Reason being, Mama claims Doja's had her teeth knocked out by Ramon. That's not all. Doja's mom also alleges Ramon giving Doja cuts and bruises and destroyed and stole some of Doja's property. In the docs, Doja's mother claims Rahman is also verbally abusive towards his famous sister in a very degrading and demeaning manner. And she says Rahman has made Doja feel unsafe and traumatized. As for her own safety, Doja's mom alleges Rahman physically abused her and threatened her multiple times over the past year, claiming the most recent incident happened earlier this month. The judge granted Doja's mom court-ordered protection from Rahman pending a hearing for a permanent restraining order, but did not grant that same protection for Doja Cat, instead saying the artist would need to file her own request for a restraining order. It's worth noting Doja's mom said she had a restraining order against her son in the past, but it's since expired. We reached out to Doja's rep so far, no word back. So this is very, very precarious. And the reason why I say that is because, first of all, didn't know Doja had a brother, but I don't expect to. Why would the mom try to get a restraining order and list Doja on the restraining order if Doja didn't want the restraining order? It just seems weird. It just seems weird. Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all assume that Doja is demonic? Because what you feel like is a visual of the devil. Like, she hasn't actually done anything. Like, I think that's very weird when a person has never done anything to be called demonic. Like, they haven't harmed anybody. They've literally put on a costume and you assume that they're demonic. I think that's weird that y'all do that. The brother is actually being accused of abusing, knocking people's teeth out. That definitely is giving demonic. If we want to use that word. But I just, I don't know what's going on here. But it seems weird that the mom used Doja's name to get the restraining order. And I'm just wondering if Doja knew about that. If this was a way for Doja to maybe get the restraining order without having to be in the news, but they used her name, so it still ends up being in the news. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like there'll probably be like more developments on this story. But the brother sounds like he can be an addict or he can be an incel child, who knows. But ultimately, she has money and security. So she doesn't really have to worry about being attacked by her brother the way her mother does. I do wonder what Doja's relationship is like with her mother and her brother at this point. She's never really talked about it. She's only talked about the fact that her father was never really in her life like that. So yeah. I think whatever the family dynamic is probably sad or some dark shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's sad though. I never thought we would see this type of family drama coming from Doja because I really only had heard about her mom. But wow, this is messy and very disturbing, right? Isn't it disturbing for her to have been abused by her own brother in such a manner? Child, these men out of control. Out of control. And I wonder if he is also half black or half African. I'm wondering because I've never seen any pictures of him. Yes, I know her dad was in Serafina. Y'all know Serafina is one of my favorite movies growing up. Okay? Yo, si elele mama, oh elele yo, si elele mama, oh elele si ali la si tawa, toli felile. Y'all know I don't know the words for real. Mati, mati papa, matuare ture pasa. Damn, that nigga left 2 kids behind. Oh yeah, he definitely has anger issues. I can believe that. Y'all know how mad these niggas be when their dads leave them to be raised by white women, child. Africa. Child, Whoopi Goldberg probably know her daddy better than she do. But yeah, the soundtrack from the original movie from Serafina is the shit. Okay, freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready for your freedom. Listen, girl, we not even gonna get into it, okay? But a movie about the apartheid put out by Disney in the early '90s with Whoopi Goldberg as the lead. It was traumatizing, but it was good. All right, y'all. We're gonna take a little quick break, like the video, support the channel, and we're gonna get into the next topic, which is Diddy and Ari Lennox. All right, like the video.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
All right, y'all. Let's get into Diddy. Let's get into Diddy. Diddy Bop. Can't stop. Won't stop. So now we're on the neighborhood talk. Shout out to Kyle. Okay. Neighbors, get into this. Get into this. Looks like Diddy has yet another business venture that he is no longer a part of. I feel like I remember telling y'all that Diddy's business shit wasn't as tight as everybody thought it was. I feel like I remember having this conversation. Everybody was like, no, I'm like, okay, we'll wait and see, bitch. But this is what they're saying here. Okay. No longer a part of Ciroc and the De Leon brand by Diageo. Okay. They've cut ties. For years, Diddy has been advertising his alcohol brand Ciroc Vodka and De Leon Tequila. He had a distribution partnership with Diageo that eventually fell through after Diddy accused them of discrimination. Last year, he filed a lawsuit against the company claiming that they allegedly blackballed his brand, which he believed was racially motivated. Diageo actively denied those claims and were fully prepared to battle it out in court. Diddy probably was ready to fight it out in court also, but in light of his other more pressing lawsuits, he has decided to drop the lawsuit and take back all claims. According to the WSJ, the two have agreed that Diddy will no longer own De Leon or Ciroc, and both brands will continue to be sold under Diageo without any ties to Diddy. Sean Combs and Diageo have now agreed to resolve all disputes between them. Mr. Combs has withdrawn all of his allegations about Diageo and will voluntarily dismiss his lawsuits against Diageo with prejudice. The statement, which means he can't come back, okay? Attributed to both parties reads, Diageo and Mr. Combs have no ongoing business relationship either with respect to Ciroc Vodka or De Leon Tequila, which Diageo now solely owns. Okay? So it was a lot of, pump faking and shit back in the day, nigga making you feel like they really owning something when really doesn't seem like you fully owned anything. And if you look into this lawsuit, he accused them of racial discrimination, which I would and could believe if it were not for the fact that they were countering him with the fact that he was not giving them the proper information that they needed. Like he wanted to do an ad or a campaign or something like that and never got them what they needed in order to do it and then tried to sue them. Girl, Diddy just was not on his, he wasn't on his shit. He has not been on his shit for a while, Brian. Okay. And this is the more pressing issue. Okay. Shout out to the real Mish. Okay. For Miche. I don't know. I'm going to say Mish. Neighbors, get into this. It seems like Diddy isn't going down without a fight. According to Radar Online, Diddy is asking a judge to force one of the women suing him for alleged sexual assault to reveal herself to the public, despite the woman wanting to remain anonymous. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I never I never agree with this when y'all try to do this, because I feel like it is an attempt for the public to be able to dismantle and weaken the victim. Because if the victim can be made to feel, the public pressure, then they might take back everything. They may say, never mind, it didn't happen. That's happened before. Y'all put these women out on Front Street, put their names out there, and then all of a sudden crazy people are like calling and threatening them. So he's trying to get, and he's been trying to get this, trying to get the Jane Doe, her name to be released to the public. As y'all know, last year, a woman under Jane Doe filed a lawsuit against Diddy and 2 other men for allegedly sexually assaulting her in 2003 when she was only in the 11th grade. This was the 3rd lawsuit filed against Diddy in just a month span after his settlement with Cassie. The woman is asking for unspecified damages, and she made it clear in her lawsuit that she wanted to remain anonymous. Diddy, though, isn't here for the woman attempting to remain under wraps with the public. So does that mean he knows who she is but can't release her name? And he wants to be able to release her name? Or does he not know who she is at all? He has filed his own motion asking the judge to force the woman to reveal herself. Yeah, I think this is an attempt to get that woman to reveal herself so that you can send your goons her way, like you did with Cassie or like you did with other people. In the motion, Diddy says he learned of the woman's identity through her counsel. So he knows who she is. He just wants her to be able to get the lashing he believes the public may give her. That's some bullshit. Though his motion does not reveal her identity, he does mention that the accuser has a public-facing identity that could be potentially determined from the content, meaning that a third party could potentially figure out who the woman is based on the details Diddy provided. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I feel like, yeah, she has every right to protect her identity. And he has a history of intimidating and hiring people to do his dirty work. Absolutely. Absolutely. So he's the one saying she's a public figure. And him saying she's a public figure really could merely mean she has a social media account. Yeah, no, I feel like this is one of those loophole moments, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think, I'm going to just keep it a buck with y'all. I think, in my mind, Diddy did that shit, bro. All of this shit. I'm going to just keep it a buck. That's how I feel. Okay? No, I tell y'all all the time, men who color their hair and their beards aren't to be trusted. They just aren't. Okay? Let's move on to Ari Lennox, y'all, because apparently Joe Budden had some words. Ari Lennox has some words, girl. It's just a lot of sassiness going on. Okay, a lot of sassiness going on. Let's take a listen.
I don't know what Joe Budden's obsession is with me, but what I will say is that somebody needs to tell him to stop touching them dogs.
Ooh.
Can y'all let him know that? Tell him to stop touching them dogs. Because I don't understand why he's so obsessed. Like, why are you so obsessed? And why would you touching them dogs?
So many questions.
Like, you're weird. He's weird and he's gross. He has smoke mouth.
Ugh.
He's disgusting.
Ew.
And he's a failure. Like Drake said, like everything I do, there's a million people to talk about in life. Like I can never just express what's going on with me without him coming from behind, I don't know, the trash, the landfill that he lives in. Y'all, I don't know what to say something. He always has to say something. And I don't know why. I do not know why. He's disgusting, and I know his breath stinks. I know in my heart his breath stinks.
Not in her heart.
I don't know what it is or what it will take to, like, maybe I have to sue him. Is that what I have to do? Like, get on my Cardi B and, like, really just spin the bread to shut his smoke mouth up because he's disgusting and he's a lame to sit here. This man has never, ever in his life validated the truth. He just loves to oppose everybody. He just loves
disagreeable. He's disagreeable.
He loves to oppose everybody, especially women, because who hurt him? I do not know. What woman hurt him?
Probably his mama.
I don't know. To say
It's fucked up though, because it is somebody's job somewhere to figure out how to advance Ari Lennox.
Yeah, I gotta figure out an angle.
Somebody has to still figure this out, especially in an era where songstresses seem to be doing extremely well.
And she's amazing, by the way.
She's talented.
She's
Yeah,
great.
she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's great.
She got joints. Call Jasmine Sullivan, plan some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just don't like you grabbing your phone to tell the audience how miserable you were when you didn't tell your team, or you told them and they didn't really care. If I got to hear all about the self-improvement, then I don't want to hear all about you being a victim. It's fucked up though, because
What? So you agree that something needs to be done, but she shouldn't have said anything about it? She should call Jasmine Sullivan up herself.
I'm just personally, for me, I don't want to hear both. Either self-improve and heal
Exactly, I
on
agree.
your fucking own. I don't have to hear every little
Well, what
step
she was-
you take. I don't have to know
Well,
about
what
it.
she was also saying is that this had an effect on her mental health. That's what she was also saying.
Mel,
Sorry,
Mel, look at me.
take your hater blockers off.
Enough of that.
Do you
That
want-
shit is fucking over, yo.
Okay, so angry old uncle that does not want to be consistent in his mental growth, because when you were getting off pills and shit, mental health was very much a part of the conversation. But whenever Ari Lennox gets on Instagram to talk to her fucking fans and it makes it to the blogs, you feel like somebody personally gave you a phone call to complain about their life to you? You're a weirdo. Why is he acting like she called him personally to complain to him about something?
In 2024, I'm kicking y'all in the fucking back. Enough of that. Enough.
I'm only stating what she said.
Man, listen, as a nigga.
Why are you kicking a woman in the back for saying that she didn't enjoy an experience she had? Why is it so bothersome to you whenever women express their discomfort or disdain or dislike for something? Why does that bother you? You really need to go and check on your fucking mental health, because this should not upset you this much.
That suffered with it. I wasn't trying to show and tell every fucking body every second. I don't.
You were on Love and Hip Hop, my nigga. You didn't have to tell us anything. We were watching it on Monday nights.
Bro, there's a
That could sound
benefit
bad.
to-
I don't.
Kinda does.
no,
Yeah, it
personally
sounds
for me,
bad.
I don't want to hear both.
It sounds really bad. It's
everybody
very
else
weird.
ain't necessarily welcoming and understanding to every type of music, whether you get it or not. Like, I don't pay to go to a show and like plot on ways to attack or antagonize or disrespect.
This lady had shit thrown at her on that tour. And once you signed up for the tour, you are financially and legally obligated to do what you have to do to fulfill your contractual obligation. The idea that there was anything she could have done once the tour started is just kind of ridiculous to me. If we're keeping it a fucking buck, if we're keeping it real, if we acting like we have some knowledge of how these things work, she's in contract to perform, so she has to perform regardless of the fact that the crowd is not really feeling her, throwing shit at her. You would think that people would just be drinking their alcohol and vibing and getting ready for the main artist and not being so aggressive and hostile towards a woman on stage performing. It's weird. Why can't she get on her Instagram and talk to her fans about what happened when she was on tour and how it affected her? This is 2024, when artists can absolutely get on their own platforms on social media and talk to their fans personally about whatever they're going through. And yes, we may not always think it's the best thing for them to be online pouring their fucking heart out to everybody, Cardi B, but essentially, everybody has a right to speak their piece on whatever the fuck they want to speak their piece on in their life. And if you don't like it, stop listening. It's very weird for you to act like you're being forced to listen to this woman's feelings and you don't give a fuck about her feelings. It's very weird. I almost feel like there's some dick you're defending and I don't see it. Is it Rod Wave's dick? I'm not sure, but there's some dick in the vicinity somewhere that Joe Budden is getting all upset in order to protect. And it's disgusting. And I wish you would leave Ari Lennox the fuck alone. You're the weirdo. Thank you, Keisha Hayes, for becoming a member. Thank you, love. Thank you. Let me read some of these super chats. Okay. KH, thank you for being a member for 13 months. You read my advice a few years ago, and I took all of it. Update. Son is now a sophomore in college, went to therapy, and worked on me from the inside out. I love to hear it. I really do. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing. Just Jazzy. Thank you for the super chat, boo. Baby, I thought that was Caitlyn Jenner. Let me put my AirPod back in and keep shopping. I'm guessing you talking about Jillian Michaels. Hilarious. Angela E. Meyer or Mayor. Thank you for the super chat. I have to go to a meeting. I'll be back. Love you. Love you too. Annette Van Zyke. Thank you for the super chat. I love your show. You give it raw with facts. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank y'all for coming through today. Okay. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all could be anywhere. Annette, please talk about Tasha K lying in court. Girl, I don't know what Tasha K lied about. I missed that story. That might have to be a members only conversation. Okay. And once again, thank you, Keisha, for becoming a member. I don't know about what Tasha lied on in court, girl. I don't know. I might have to save that for later. Okay, but thank you. I appreciate you. So y'all, let's go ahead and move on. I really wish people would leave Ari Lennox alone. So y'all, Katt Williams responded to Ludacris's rap, and I believe it's because after Katt went and looked at social media's responses, he probably saw that we were saying that Ludacris' response was the best one, even though none of the responses were that great. Yeah, no. And he came out with, I don't know what the fuck this is, a collect call exclusive. Is Katt in jail? What's happening? Katt Williams' unreleased Ludacris response. Here it is. One of us a killer and the other one is not. One of us the realest and the other one a fraud. I'm coming for your number one spot. Oh, Chris, I wish it never came to this. And you pissed rapper free for the first time, but you dissed and missed. Knew that this you went from the wrong side of history in a time like this. I'm so ludicrous. Sorry, uterus. You were infant chronicles. This call and your telephone number. I can't deal with the call thing going on. Will be monitored and recorded. Atlanta. That's improved. In real life, I'm fast and furious. In real life, you by curious. Got a fast car, but you hit the median. Another body by comedian. But I got paid. Roaches is a month. But I knew that this you went from Mr. Moore. Wow. I'm just gonna say that Katt. Red fish, blue fish. One fish, two fish. Knick-knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone. Listen, I don't know why you did that. Are you in jail, Katt? What is going on? He did call him bi-curious. He did. I'm not feeling it, Katt. Katt, just go. You know what, Katt? I don't know why you did that, but you should have just called Nick and went back on Wildin' Out. Just did a Katt special, Wildin' Out. Just go do that, because we know that you could freestyle rap. We know that you could do it. Like, we know you have a talent in that space. But no, Katt, don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass it. If you can't give us a clean cut, no collect call audio, if you can't give us a straight up track, you in a mic, not you in a phone. If you can't give us that, I don't want it. Okay? Don't half-ass no rap trying to diss a rapper. That's not pimp shit. That's not pimp shit. It's just the audio. Yes. That's all. That's all. Oh, wait. Y'all a motherfucking lie. He was doing Suge Knight's podcast from jail, so he's not in jail. The podcast he was on is in jail. Why does a nigga in jail get to have a podcast? What we doing? What are we doing? Suge's in jail for murder. Didn't he hit a nigga with a car? Hiding her money in offshore accounts. Ooh, who? What are you talking about? Oprah? Thank you, Annette, for the super chat. Y'all, what is going on? I did not know that Suge Knight had a podcast in jail, y'all. Why would I know that? What jail allowed this? Y'all, Suge is still in charge of the girls, okay? Suge is still in charge of the goddamn girls. What is going on? Y'all, I am taken aback. I am taken aback. The rap was decent. I'm just bothered by the quality. Listen to me. Do not ever do that again, Katt Williams. If you want to put out a rap, you don't put that shit out on no goddamn in jail, a podcast in jail, bitch. You know what? I'm going to just let it go. But all I know is ain't no way in hell that's legal. Somebody had to get paid. Somebody had to get threatened. Somebody's grandbaby had to be threatened out front of school or some shit like that in order for this nigga to get a podcast from behind bars. I know they have cell phones and tablets. I don't know why that's legal, but apparently, obviously they do. What kind of jail shit is this? No, I don't appreciate this. I don't appreciate this. If we're gonna put niggas in jail, they shouldn't be able to just call people whenever they want to. I don't give a fuck. What if the person in jail is somebody that's like known for threatening people? Y'all get these niggas cell phones so they can just be calling people all the time. What is this? Maybe they have a special app. You have to be on the list in order for them to approve it. I don't know. But yes, Nicole Simpson can't rap. I need answers, bitch. What is this? What is this? Y'all had no idea. Like, he absolutely has somebody doing it for him. He records it on the phone, and whoever is, I don't know who has they must be recording it on the iPad or something, and then they take it, edit it on the iPad, and release it. This is some crazy ass shit. For real. Jail having an entertainment room, and I'm barely able to pay my bills. No, y'all have absolutely pissed me off. Because what the fuck is going on in the criminal justice system? Okay? Y'all, this is a mess. This is a goddamn mess. Okay? Y'all was talking shit about Tory Hart because apparently y'all didn't know that Tory Hart was already on Katt Williams' tour before Katt Williams got on Club Shay Shay and called Kevin Hart a plant. To be clear, Tory Hart wrote jokes, had several of her cars crashed, and basically made it for Kevin Hart to be successful in the comedy industry. And then he left her for a white adjacent woman. So I don't see any problems with anything Tory Hart does. I don't. And I think that Kevin does the right thing by financially providing for her, buying her cars, homes, whatever it is she asked for, because she deserves it. Just so we're clear. Some people were calling her the op because she's on tour with Katt Williams. But if I'm not on tour with my ex-husband, baby father, I'm going to be on tour with somebody. So if it's Katt Williams and he said some shit that you ain't like, oh well.
Working with the ops. Working with the ops. So you telling me I'm working with the ops? When then I guess I'm working with the ops then.
We getting there, rap money. We getting there, rap money.
Oh, that was corny, but the end was funny. Oh God, tell us you sold your soul without saying you sold your soul. Oh girl, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Y'all just be in the comments talking y'all mouth off saying a bunch of nothing. A bunch of nothing. You got to read Kevin's book to find out how much Tory Hart put into that nigga's career. Let's keep it going. We're talking about comedians here. Where's the Wayans brother? Here's the Wayans brother.
What about the black man putting on a dress conversation?
You talking to a black man that put on a dress?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That conversation to me it's silly because it's a negative thing that is only in black people. We have, for some reason, been programmed to look down on the craziest parts about our experience, that we're supposed to not embrace our past, not embrace our history, not embrace our heroes, not embrace our different levels of comedy, that we have to be this way. When Robin Williams puts on a dress and is Mrs. Doubtfire, he gets nominated for an Oscar, and white people think it's brilliant. His community embraces him. When Dustin Hoffman puts on a dress in Tootsie and he wins an Oscar, he's labeled brilliant. When black people put on dresses, all of a sudden we're labeled by our own people like something negative. And I'm like, we did White Chicks. That's a classic movie. Mm-hmm. It's a classic. I don't care what nobody says. It's a classic.
Everyone says it's a classic.
That whole thing about, you put on a dress and you selling out, that is not an artist's mindset. When you're an artist, you go out and you create art.
What about the
So I like that he responded in this way, because I have wanted to hear another perspective on this whole, comedians, black men dressing in dresses thing, because everybody thinks it's this conspiracy to emasculate black men. And I just feel like that's such bullshit. I think it's a cop-out. I think black men love to find reasons to explain away their irresponsibility. I even had my homeboy explain it as depictions of gay or feminine black men is what makes black men not be men. And I'm like, no, what makes you not men is running away from responsibility. That has nothing to do with dresses. Has nothing to do with dresses. I've always felt like it's not that big of a deal. And we also add the connotation of the way Hollywood likes to bend people over, but you don't know who's doing the bending. You don't know who's doing the bending, because people that are doing the bending may not always be in dresses, but they still doing the bending. So wearing the dresses isn't always a signifier that you was doing some bending. Okay. Because I think there's a connection with that as well. Also, I would like to look at the racial aspect of this and how white men don't disrespect and mishandle white women in their art in the same way that black men do. Black men seem to like to work out their hate towards black women in their comedy. I don't know if anybody's paid attention to it. And a part of them working out their hatred for black women in their comedy is dressing like them and making the women seem even more masculine, aggressive, and, Shanae, neck rolling, you know what I'm saying? Even though Shanae was that fucking girl, okay? She was third floor captain, okay? Shanae owned her own business. Shanae didn't need a nigga for nothing. And yeah, she might have fucked with ain't shit ass niggas, but guess what? They wasn't sticking around. They wasn't leaving her with no baby. Okay. And Shanae show enough hair salon definitely had Gina's hairs bouncing and giving body instead of a hard hairstyle. Okay. So we're not going to play on Shanae's top like that. But at the end of the day, initially, Martin, it was you making fun of your sisters. Because Shanae looks exactly like Martin's sisters. He said it himself. And to be clear, you can act like it's all fun and games, but there was some real nastiness with the way black women were depicted to me by black men in comedy. When you talk about Jamie Foxx playing Wanda, thirsty ass, handsy, ugly woman running around, running after men that don't want her. And then when they reject her after she done sexually assaulted them, then she plays the victim. Like, you see that repeatedly. And it was so funny when it was happening with Jamie Foxx because it was with Tommy Davidson. So Jamie Foxx would play Wanda and he would basically go after Tommy Davidson. And Tommy Davidson is somebody that was raised by white people and would often play the black guy that is dating a black girl on this movie, on this show, but in real life, you know, he doesn't. Like, so there was a feeling of rejecting black women to me in the way the comedy played out with Wanda in that character. You know, and of course they didn't just do this with black women, but it okay, where you make it seem as if this attractive woman is so bothersome to you, sir. Okay, like it really comes off. Tommy Davidson was always playing like the straight edge, successful black guy that doesn't have time for the ghetto girl that he, you know, that is either running behind him or he's trying to avoid. Like that was just something that we saw a lot. And then I remember recently seeing like a caricature on the internet of, you know, black men running away from this same undesirable black woman. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there were a lot of those depictions. Thank you for bringing up Flip Wilson. It still was different because the time was different. There is something so fucking aggressive about the 90s when it comes to comedy, rap, just a lot of anger and aggression in the art. Obviously a depiction of the time, but Geraldine was not like that. Geraldine might have said a little slick something, but it was more of a sassy shoulder swag. I say my little stuff. Oh, and I'm out of here, baby. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't you know what I'm saying? Like Geraldine wasn't thirsty. Geraldine wasn't running behind nobody, and Geraldine wasn't supposed to be perceived as ugly. Different shit was happening when Martin was playing Shanae, when Jamie Foxx is playing Wanda. You know what I'm saying? Different shit is happening. Also, then you graduate, so you don't want to offend people as much, right? On Martin, we can offend people. It's a show. It's different. It's close to the Def Comedy Jam shit. Once we graduate to Big Mama's house, now we're going back to grandma, you know, kind of depiction, stereotypical mammy shit. And while I don't feel like that makes Martin a bad guy per se, we didn't think about the way you did Pam on the show. Then we think about what actually happened behind the scenes with Gina. Jamie Foxx just recently had some stories come out on him, which I ain't gonna say I won't believe because I listened to Jamie Foxx's comedy shows back before it was politically incorrect to be the way they were. Y'all go back and watch some of these niggas' comedy specials from the 90s and the early 2000s. It's a lot of anger towards black women in the art, in the comedy. And I think that if we're going to have a conversation about black comedians wearing dresses, let's talk about how that masculated black women, not how it emasculated black men. Because to be very clear, Martin is doing just fine. He may have some issues going on that we're not clear on right now. But at the end of the day, Martin has been extremely celebrated, well received, and well respected in the black community, regardless of wearing a dress and what that emasculation meant. It didn't stop him from getting a strong-faced, light-skinned wife, as Katt Williams would say. It didn't stop Marlon Wayans and them from being successful. None of the black men that dressed as black women, Eddie Murphy not only did it in Norbit, he did it in all of the, Professor, what you call him? The Nutty Professor. Honestly, men dressing as women is a one-trick pony type of joke. For some reason, it's always gonna play. if you do it the right way. It's always going to play. Everybody has done it, and nobody really disrespects or emasculates any of the Black men that do it. So why on social media do y'all always have to show how much y'all hate women and how homophobic y'all are whenever we talk about Black male comedians, actors dressing as women? To me, it is merely an extension of insecurities within yourself, feeling like you're not as much of a man as the other counterparts, white, whatever. That's something going on inside of you, Black man. Your emasculation is your own because it's about you. You see how these men dressed in dresses and still went out and made their money and got their wives and got their kids and got their cushy lives. And emasculation is not even a part of the conversation, because when the last time did somebody think they could walk up to Martin, Eddie Murphy, or any of these Black men and disrespect them? But it did emasculate Black women. It did make it seem as if now, instead of these men dressing as women, now y'all will look at women and say that the women are like men. To me, it seems like the comedians and the Black men in the community making fun of Black women and dressing up as Black women was more harmful to Black women than it was to Black men. That's what it seems like to me. Because every other day, there's some fat nigga with a tight sweatshirt on the internet screaming about how he don't want no masculine woman, knowing that he grew up watching and laughing at these niggas, these same Black comedians, doing caricatures of Black women. Now I think that's a part of how you see Black women, regardless to if that's the way they are or not. Because now you're looking through the lens of what you've grown up to see women as. And if women are not Gina, if women are not light-skinned, smart but acting stupid, strong but acting weak, then they're masculine. If they fight back, then they're masculine. If they rib your ass back when you talk about their hair texture as if you don't have the same fucking hair texture as they do, then they ugly and they masculine. Even though everybody knows Pam was always the finer one. Everybody knows that. But what was actually depicted and displayed on Martin? BDB, stank breath, horse face. Okay. I think I'll stop it right there. Thank you for your contribution, Marlon. Thank you. All right. We're going to take a quick little break. And then we're going to finish out the show.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
All right, y'all. So let's talk about the folks down at Zeus Network. Now, y'all know I do not subscribe any longer. Ever since Jocelyn was kicking people in the chest with combat boots, I have said I've had enough of the niggatry. I've had enough of the minstrel show. I've had enough I'm good. I'm all right. No. I'm all right. Thank you. That's how I have felt about Zeus Network and any attempt by social media in order to garner my, anything. my entertain. Like, I'm not paying for this shit. I'm not watching this shit. I don't care about these people. I see clips from time to time. This shit's problematic. But nothing is problematic as Lemuel Plummer sleeping with cast members and giving them STDs. Also, the chlamydia that he's accused of giving one of the girls, girl, you can get rid of that. So just because he didn't give it to the other girls doesn't mean that he's not fucking all of the girls. And I just thought it was so funny because if it wasn't true, why would you respond? Your whole network is a circus. It's Jerry Springer, as Mendices would say. It's bottom of the barrel. It's dangerous. There has to be some illegalities going on. Okay? Something is not right at all about the shit going on at Zeus Network. I think they found the niche to exploit and take advantage of basically the disenfranchised people that want to be famous. The people that have already been pimped out, the people that have already done the drugs, they've already been, the trains have already been ran, the girls have already been out here broke, sucking dick on cement. And so the opportunity to turn into prize fighters for the buck, and then with them not having probably any education or any historical context for what it looks like for a black man to pay black people to simply fight each other and look degraded and crazy on a international platform. Yeah, that's really sad. Like, I'ma just say, I don't think Martin Luther King had a dream about this. I don't think this was not a part of the dream at all, to take the ways of the oppressor and capitalize off them in such a despicable manner. Yes, the most vulnerable of our society. Absolutely. Like, it's because that this is where these girls come from, right? These girls come from the bottom, the streets. They come from no food, no mama, no daddy at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't come from somewhere good. That's why I thought it was so sad when Suki ended up on Zeus. I was like, Suki, I know you probably needed your check, because the moments where you had the opportunity to elevate and move past this minstrel show phase of your career, you decided to stay there because you wanted to remain real. And now you don't have the opportunities like you should. And so now you're on Zeus Network fighting with Rolly for a fucking check. And all I could think of is slave masters bringing their prize slaves down, to the pit to fight until the death for their entertainment. Y'all can kill one another. They don't give a fuck. They made their money on whoever won the fight, and they enjoyed watching y'all kill each other and beat on each other, for dear God. Like, just despicable, disgusting, fucked up type shit. But such is life, I guess, for us to repeat the mistakes of the past, because they trying to make sure y'all have no education whatsoever about your history. Thanks, Florida and Texas. We love y'all for continuing to strip knowledge from the people so that they don't know not to make these same fucked up mistakes. I'm sorry, I had to be on the soapbox for a second, because I really do think this shit is despicable. I'm not about to mince words about it at all. I think that whatever good comes from it for the people that can get something good out of it, great. But I do believe one day there will be a several-part docuseries on how fucked up the shit was and is currently going on with this network. Okay? So this is the real stunner girl. I'ma promise you, I don't know her. I ain't never seen her before. But she got up here on the internet because she wanted to let all you hoes know that she's better than y'all. And in letting y'all know that she's better than y'all, she outs that y'all are getting STDs from Lemuel Plummer, CEO of Zeus Network.
Told y'all I was the highest paid. I posted my contract. I got my bag. I was there for a day. Everybody came off the show, said the fans of that show. Stunner Girl's lying. She didn't get, now bitches is coming out. Post your contract, bitch. You could bleep out all the shit. Post where the money, how much money you're getting. Because anything you bitches is getting is for free.
She's not
They're
lying.
not paying for.
I don't think Rolly or none of them girls paid for those surgeries. They publicized the surgeries. They did ads. And it seems as if, and wasn't there one girl, I believe? Oh, child, I don't know if that was one girl or if that was your girl from Wildin' Out that passed away. But it seems as if when these doctors do these surgeries for, you know, in exchange for advertisement, they don't always do the best work on y'all.
BBLs, teeth. They're not paying for that shit. So it's not coming out the check. They're not paying those girls good for all the fighting and drama and just the treatment, how they getting talked to. No. I told you I was the highest paid.
So she was talking about the treatment and how they being treated. And I do understand that, you know, I saw something about this girl aiding in someone else being kidnapped. Like I told y'all, bottom of the barrel. Okay. I don't know this girl, but a dead clock is right twice a day. She put out text messages between her and another castmate named Scotty, who also allegedly slept with Lemuel. Okay. Child, you can't trust no nigga named Lemuel. Okay, these are the text messages. I know somebody that talked to Anna, and I believe Anna is the girl who allegedly had the chlamydia. Okay, I don't know if I even want to tell you. And she says, tell me. She said Lemuel gave her chlamydia. What the fuck? That shit's serious. Her close partner saying it like it's a joke, but it's not. And the person who told me, she said it to her, she said it to herself out her own mouth. She said it herself out her own mouth. He's never given me anything before, but then again, I go to the doctor. She also has a boyfriend she fucks while fucking him, but I go to the doctor regularly because I know what's going on. I take pills to prevent Somebody in the comments says there are no pills to prevent STDs. Yeah, but there's PrEP to prevent HIV. She's saying that she takes care of her coochie health. Okay, that's what she's saying. She's not saying that there's a pill that can protect you from chlamydia. There's a pill that can protect you from contracting HIV. So they was online acting like the girl was lying. Okay. The other girl, what's her name? Scotty and Anna are online acting like Stunner Girl is lying. And so Stunner Girl posted this.
With my boss.
And this is the Anna girl right here. So they must have been like, you know, asking 20 questions or some shit like that. But asking questions like, and if it's true or false, you know, like that type of thing. So she was like, you know, let's say it, let's run it again.
See. Slept with my boss.
Never have I. That's what they were playing. Never have I slept with my boss. Anna, who is the girl that Scotty told Stunner Girl that Lemuel gave Anna chlamydia. So this is basically Anna laughing when never have I ever slept with my boss. Boss being Lemuel. Anna response. The way the homegirl looking at her like, bitch, you know you did that shit. And so she bust out laughing.
Yo, see.
So it's almost like confirmation that they fucked. Okay. Lemuel came out with all of this. I didn't even read it. My comment says him responding makes me believe it's true. The comment has 1,731 likes. So I guess the people that watch this shit agree with me on this. Okay. I'm going to read to y'all what Lemuel said. People out here have nothing better to do other than make up wild stories and lies, probably because Zeus isn't signing their checks or funding their lives anymore. Folks need to find some business, preferably outside of Zeus. Or if they want to be on baddies, just say that. If not, they should go focus on getting those monthly listeners up on Spotify. It's looking kind of light compared to them so-called partners. They think they're out here clearing something, but they need to focus on clearing those records that's not coming out. This is really sassy. Certain cast members have been off the show for damn near a year, but because they don't have any other business or lives, watch it be out me. What? Watch it be out me. What? / Zeus for the next 30 days. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Watch the, okay, I got you. Good night. I'm done. Onward and upward. Sir, you was so fucking mad or nervous when you was typing this that you did a whole bunch of little things that just was like, child, this nigga's upset. Little mistakes show me you was a little upset, a little nervous. Yeah, I think it's true. What you talking about them being unsuccessful for? These are people who are on your network. You know the people on your network aren't really that successful outside of what they do for you. He is married to the host who always hosts the reunion shows. And speaking of hosting reunion shows, where is it at? Here she is. Janisha John, that's his wife. Apparently, Nene has signed on to co-host the Baddies East reunion show. Nene, this could either go really good or really bad. But it is a downgrade regardless. For Nene, this is a downgrade. Girl, if you was going to go anywhere near Zeus Network, the first place it should have been to your own show, not to hosting one of these ready fight ass reunion shows where you got to have 10 big ass security guards standing around you and the other hosts because the girls are going to be running back and forth across the damn stage trying to kill each other the whole time. Girl, she doesn't go there. It doesn't make sense. It's not smart. Everybody thought Lemuel was gay, I guess, because of his, attitude and small frame. But I did not think that. I did not know that. I was not betting on that. He never gave me, no vibe like that, and I thought he might be gay. I don't know. But I know now that he's married to Janisha John. And now you have rumors of you fucking girls on the cast. I believe he is. I'm sorry. It's just too many girls out there offering up coochie on this show. It's too many girls that are on all of these shows that are current or former prostitutes or strippers or was just living the life of someone that is desperate. Living in, what's it called, y'all? Survival mode. Yeah, everybody who's on Zeus Network is living in survival mode as far as I'm concerned. He could be bisexual. He could be. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I just know a lot of people were saying they thought he was gay when it was posted recently that Janisha John was his wife, because a lot of us did not know because we don't follow these people. We don't care. Okay. But I do feel like a surviving Zeus Network will be coming soon. And him fucking the girls allegedly and all of the other backdoor things that may be going on. Girl, I just finished watching Welcome to Chippendales. So I promise y'all there's a whole bunch of crazy shit going on because the crazy shit that we see is bad. So the stuff that's going on behind the scenes is even worse. Shout out to Roxanne. I don't know if it can get any worser. I don't know. But this is not a good look for Nene as far as I'm concerned. But girl, get your check. I can't hate on you. I'm never a hater, girl. Just a commenter and an observer of culture, girl. Good luck. All right, so let's skate on over because I want to talk about Roda Osman. Y'all were so excited to get on the internet and say that we all, everybody was stupid. This girl lied. Where are the apologies? She lied. Houston police have ordered arrest warrants for Roda Osman and for her to surrender all passports for making up the story of getting hit with a brick and scamming GoFundMe money. Okay, you can go read the article. But I'm going to play one of my favorite content creators' video so he can explain. Okay? Y'all know Consciously? Child, he's like one of the only black men on the internet that makes sense to me. Shout out to him.
Woman known as Brick Lady charged in Houston after being accused of making the whole thing up, raising $42,000. So nobody read the article though, huh? consciously, when are you gonna apologize? Because that little heifer was scamming. I told you she was scamming, she was lying. When you gonna apologize? The apology better be as loud as the support for her too. And before we even get into what the article proves and disproves, let's state the obvious. A lot of y'all don't have as much hope and legitimacy into the system or the legal process until it's about disproving support of a Black woman. Then all of a sudden, y'all become legal advocates, because just a couple of days ago, y'all was all about Martin Luther Majors being a victim of the system because his victim lied about the details in which how it happened. The article proves that she was assaulted, but that she did not give the correct details about how it happened. According to charging documents, Osman and Douglas were in an argument, and Douglas reportedly swung his right hand while holding what appeared to be a plastic bottle and struck Osman in the face. Now, why is the headline written in the way to presume she made the whole thing up when the article itself states that she was assaulted, but that she allegedly lied about how she was assaulted? So for the people in the back, the reason why she's being charged with fraud is because law enforcement has said, no, you were assaulted, but you lied about how you said she was assaulted. Therefore, all the money you raised is fraud, which literally leaves me scratching my goddamn head. Now, the GoFundMe that is being called into question was about helping her recover and paying for medical bills because she was assaulted. Now, the article itself states that she was assaulted. So what a fraud come in? So y'all gonna piss on my hand and tell me it's raining, huh? The article also states they were able to find video of the defendant and another person who they believe was the accused assaulter. They got in the car. They both got out the car. The defendant slapped the male, who responded by slapping her back. He did have a water bottle on his hand, and we think that's what left a mark on her face, but it was mutual combat. That's what they said. So they charged this woman with fraud because she said she was hit by a brick, but they said she was hit by a water bottle, but they do acknowledge she was hit. They do acknowledge it was marks left on her face. So she can't get a GoFundMe to take care of what. And then this really the part that had me scratching my ass. TikTokers provide police information on Osman false claims past alleged scams. During the investigation, detectives said they received call from Daphne Sutton, a mental health advocate and blogger on TikTok, who believed Osman was conducting a scam because similar situation happened in Minneapolis in 2020. Daphne Sutton, the queen of accountability that literally made about 30, you know what I'm saying, it's exaggeration. I say probably like 10 to 15 different Twitter videos about her calling Houston law enforcement and saying, hey, Ro, yeah, she's scamming. Queen of accountability. So according to law enforcement, it was a plastic water bottle that left this mark on her face. Not no saline, not no injections, not that she made it up. Like, it was a water bottle, apparently. Second thing, they claim in the article it was mutual combat. That's what the law enforcement said, but one individual had a object, the other one did not, and the individual that had an object was a man, but it's mutual combat. Interesting.
Okay. So I'm going to play her response. I understand that she did not tell the truth about how it happened and what occurred. But at the end of the day, she was hit in the face by a man. I believe she lied about who it was because she knew him and she didn't want to say who it was. Let's start there. That is a perfect example of domestic violence. She was out clubbing with the dude. She knew the dude. Her friend, who she was with, did not know the dude or the other guy. But at the end of the day, she did get hit in the face. I don't think she got hit with a plastic water bottle. They couldn't tell what she got hit with. They said it appeared to be a plastic water bottle, but it could have been a glass bottle. Whatever it was, it caused a huge swelling on the side of her face. She didn't lie about that. She didn't lie about getting assaulted, y'all. She didn't go in and do something to herself to create the huge swelling on the side of her face. She did call the police. She lied about what happened, but she was hit. She slapped the dude. He slapped her back. I think she grabbed his phone and knocked his phone out of his hand, and then he proceeds to take whatever he had and hit her upside the head with it. I know a lot of y'all think that that is okay, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think when she smacked him and he smacked her back, that was fine. This is domestic violence. Y'all are both toxic. She's crazy. He's crazy. But she hit him with her hands, and then he hit her with something hard enough to cause that huge swelling on the side of her face. So she didn't lie about her assault. She just lied about how the assault happened. But she was still very much assaulted. And then it seems as if initially she was protecting the person that did it to her. Initially, because she said it was a stranger instead of calling the person's name. She knew who the guy was because they went into a club together. They were in a club together, came out the club, got in a car. The friend said that she said, "Why did you hit me?" The friend said she didn't see anything and she didn't hear anything, but Osman says, "Ow, why did you hit me?" They jump out of the car. She smacks the guy. The guy smacks her back. She knocks something out of his hand and tries to take his phone, and he hit her upside the head with something that caused that massive swelling. I do not think it was plastic. So even though she lied once again about it being a brick, she lied about the chain of events, she did not lie about the assault. And to act as if she was not assaulted, to act as if the person that hit her doesn't have any responsibility to the situation, I think is another example of people looking to make Black women the villain, even in their own assault. It reminds me of Meg. Y'all would have loved for it to come out that Meg shot herself in the fucking ankle, because I think that's what a lot of y'all were trying to say without saying, because y'all know that sound fucking stupid. But it was an insinuation that she had done something for her own assault to take place that makes her the blame. At the end of the day, she was assaulted and she was harmed in a way that should have called for the person who hit her to be arrested, as well as if we're going to charge her for fraud. If she gets to get charged for fraud, then the person that hit her should be charged for blunt force trauma to her fucking head.
Fight is not about whether this happened or not, because everybody knows this happened. There's a confession video, there's hospital records, there's police records. For God's sakes, I made a video from the scene of the crime. This is
then got on the internet and lied. She still got hit. What are we missing about that? She still got hit, y'all. I honestly, I really, really feel like it doesn't even matter that she still got hit to anybody. She didn't lie about being hit. And y'all thought she lied about the hit. That's what y'all thought she lied about. Y'all knew she was a scammer. Does being a scammer mean that you could, have blunt force trauma to the head? That makes sense to everybody? I guess.
This is not about whether this happened to me or not. This is about them trying to protect their platforms, them trying to protect their ideologies of benefiting off a Black woman's pain. And because I've threatened to sue them and I've threatened to take down their platforms, they're trying to make sure that they can intimidate me and silence me and make me give up. But I'm not giving up, because I'm not allowing this to happen to somebody else. And I'm not allowing people to benefit off of Black women's pain. I can't imagine this happening to somebody else. I won't allow it. So guess what? They're trying to intimidate me. They're trying to silence me. They're trying to make me give up, but I won't. The more y'all come after me, the more evidence.
I already said this, sweetheart. I already said this. She said in the car, he hit her. They jump out of the car. She hits him. He hits her back. She tries to grab his phone or something like that. He hits her with a hard object enough to swell her head. Why does everybody feel like because she slapped him, that makes being hit with whatever the fuck she got hit with okay? I think it's a way to explain away that regardless, this woman did not lie about being hit. I didn't say it was okay for her to lie. I didn't say it was okay for her to lie. I said, if you're going to charge her for lying about the chain of events, the person that hit her should also be charged, because the person who hit her didn't have a huge knot on the side of his fucking head when she slapped him. The damage was not the same as far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I still feel like she can be a scammer. She can be a scammer. She can be a fraud. She can be a liar. She still got hit in the fucking head. Huge. How was it an allergic reaction when they're saying, like, we saw her right after she got hit.
I'm pulling, the more you guys are helping my case, and the more that you guys will all have to be lined up and have to be exposed for what y'all did. Making a whole documentary out of this shit. We're going to show every single person and what they've done. You can't just hide in the dark. It's coming to light. And let's be honest. If y'all weren't really scared, and when I say y'all, I mean the people that are coming after me, then why are y'all doing all of this for 4 months? Why are y'all making 20 phone calls to the police? Why are y'all sending all these messages? Why are y'all fighting so hard? Because the truth is, you know that I have evidence. And the only way that y'all can win is if y'all take away my community support and if y'all make me give up and break my spirit. But my spirit will not be broken. You're the one that's weak. I'm not weak. You're the one that's scared. I'm not scared. Well, that the fight is not about.
So I don't have to like her, y'all. I don't have to know her. She can be a fraud, all of that. But the police did an investigation and they have video proof of that girl getting hit by a man. So when everybody wants to keep calling her a liar and acting like, I don't know what she's talking about when she's talking about platforms. I don't know if she's talking about TikTok. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm not even saying that the girl ain't crazy. But what I'm saying is, she said a man hit her. A man did hit her. She did get hit. And she got hit in the fucking head. So at the end of the day, her initial response may not have been the best response. She is a liar. Everybody lies. She still got hit. I just want everybody to digest. She still got hit. She did call the police. She did call the police. That's a part of the situation. The police were called. The police were called on the scene. But it wasn't until the other lady, Daphne, kept calling and calling her a scammer, kept calling and calling and calling and calling about her, that they decided to investigate the fraud portion. They didn't give a fuck about when she found out who hit her and said, because eventually she said who hit her, because I think she always knew the person. I think she was lying about who the person was. At the end of the day, y'all, that lady still got hit. And I think there's something so wrong with a society that feels like it was an appropriate response for her to get hit with something hard for hand hitting, for hitting with your hand. Okay? I don't care what anybody's talking about. And if the nigga didn't think he did anything wrong, why did he jump into another car and speed off? If what he did was okay and right, why he didn't just stand there and say, she hit me first. She hit me first. Because you know how that shit look. You look okay, and she got a huge fucking knot on the side of her head that she got to go and get a hospital bill for. Yes, people want victims to be perfect in order to support them. And I'm not like that. And I refuse to be. At the end of the day, this is cut and dry. She's a liar. She's a scammer, but she got hit. And I don't think it was no plastic water bottle. I think they're saying it's a plastic water bottle so that they don't have to go after the person who actually hit her. So yeah. Moral of the story, keep your hands to yourself. That's not the only moral to the story, but yeah. That's not the only moral to the story. That's not the only moral to the story. The other moral to the story is be careful, Black women, because you have to be a fucking saint in order for somebody to see your assault as assault. So be careful. Oh, yes. And don't scam people. Please don't scam anybody. All right. All right. So one more and I'm going to get out of here. Okay. Just one more and get out of here. Where do I want to end with? Where is the fat little Teletubby stinky looking nigga? DJ Akademiks. Cheesy funky looking ass nigga. Cheesy funky smelling ass nigga. Where's DJ Akademiks? I feel like I probably passed it up. Ugh, y'all, I be saving so much shit. Let me slide back up. I thought the evil Teddygram was up here somewhere. I wanted to talk about DJ Akademiks and what he pointed out about Carisha. And it was something that I had already said, girl. It was something I had already said about Carisha being Diddy's bottom bitch. First of all, Diddy allegedly cut from Young Miami's new reality show amid sexual assault lawsuits. Let's start there. Just point that out right quick. Okay, hold up, y'all. I'm going to find it. I am. Child, even Krishan was talking about Diddy jacked up Zeus CEO child. A mess, girl. A fucking mess. Okay. Damn. I feel like I thought I saved it and maybe it disappeared. But DJ Akademiks tweeted talking about how Carisha is giving bottom bitch tease with Diddy and how she may be a part of whatever he's doing, what Diddy was doing. They had a going back and forth, y'all. Hold up. Let me find it right quick. And we're going to come and talk about it. Okay? Like, Okay. Hold up, y'all. I'm still scrolling because I know where I saw it. Child, not Young Miami and Armand Wiggins going back and forth too. Girl, we'll talk about that at another time because I just don't even have the energy for it. Y'all, I'm so aggravated. I could have sworn I saved this, but sometimes on Instagram we'll save things and then, girl, they won't be there. They will not be there later, as if we never saved them at all. Oh, girl, they were so mad at Lil Nas X. Y'all still letting Lil Nas X piss y'all off about y'all religion that y'all only care about whenever somebody gay make y'all feel away? I'm just saying. People don't really be going to church. They don't really be doing the stuff they say they girl. Anyway, here you go. Okay, so Young Miami throws shots at DJ Akademiks on new snippet. Akademiks, you a bitch. Why you speaking on women? Okay, that was one of the things. Okay, child, listen, she is not letting up. And he don't let up neither. He's always talking about her. I honestly feel like DJ Akademiks is one of those men that they don't want to admit it, but they want to be the Young Miami. They want to be the Young Miami. They want to be the sexy BBL model girl that all of the rap niggas love. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to be able to use a vagina and a beautiful face and a beautiful body to infiltrate circles of men that they look up to. I do. I feel like men like DJ Akademiks really, really wish that they were a woman and could use vagina and feminine wiles in order to bring themselves closer to celebrities. I do. Maybe they took the story down because sometimes that happens, y'all. Sometimes you save it and they take the shit down. Because when I tell y'all I've been scrolling for a minute and I do not see it. Child, DJ Akademiks, somebody was like, don't he have his own shit to worry about? He do, but he don't care. Okay, I'm gonna just pulling up on Complex. Okay, so I'm gonna read it to y'all. Y'all ready? I'm about to read it. Y'all ready? He does. He wishes he was a baddie real bad. Okay, real bad. It was on Hollywood Unlocked. Okay, that's where it was. Well, I got the whole article. Let me see if I can pull up Hollywood Unlocked though, so that I can at least have the photo up here for y'all. I can tell you how I feel about you night and day. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I was trying to see if I could find it, and there it is. Okay. But we're still gonna read it. Girl. Bow. Okay. DJ Akademiks and Young Miami have been going at it on social media for ages, and overnight, it turned into an all-out war. The two have been feuding since 2022, when AK called the City Girls rapper a side chick for dating Diddy while he introduced a baby with Dana Tran. Dana Tran? Dana Tran. Girl, let me say it right. Dana Tran. The back and forth between Young Miami and AK spiraled out of control on Tuesday, just days after the rapper teased a track where she disses AK. Akademiks, you a bitch. Why you speaking on women? She raps about the media personality in a video shared on Rap Alert. Akademiks immediately got defensive, calling out Young Miami for distancing herself from Diddy amid his multiple sexual assault lawsuits. When your nigga that piss in your face fitna respond though, AK wrote, you been Diddy's side bitch till now. You ain't claiming no more? Where you sign at? That's why you don't hold signs for niggas at award shows. This right here. This right here is why you don't do that. It's not smart, girl. Don't let... Hold up. Amon Wiggins said, you know you got put out that section. You were clout chasing, feeling fat, being rude and ungrateful with a nasty attitude. They tried to go into the section next to us because it was empty. Yo Gotti and his people came and you got the boot. Okay? Don't let her talk that money talk with you. Nigga, why she ain't get on? Because it's DJ Akademiks replying to Armand Wiggins' tweet. Nigga, why she ain't get on that with me when I was violating? Nigga, only wait on earth. She got more bread than a big AK. Than Big AK. Is he referring to himself as Big AK? I'm sorry. Did he just refer to himself as the Big AK? My nigga, do you know how lame you sound? Oh my God. I'm sorry. He said Big AK is if she got, hold up. I'm sorry. Because you know he can't really write. So it's so hard to read whatever the fuck they're writing. Nigga, only wait on earth she got more bread than Big AK is if she got it by selling that 30-year-old pussy to Puff Daddy, a whole billionaire. Don't you wish you could sell your coochie to a billionaire, DJ Akademiks? Oh, you would just have such a good life if only you could be a bad bitch that could sell her coochie to a billionaire. That way you wouldn't have to be stinking in your basement on the internet screaming at people all the time. Armand said, misplacing your anger for Akademiks onto me is still not addressing Diddy. It's crazy. And still not addressing Diddy is crazy. So Armand Wiggins must have been going in on her as well. DJ Akademiks, like you're piggybacking off of, girl, I guess. Damn, shorty dissed me 3 months too late with a whack bar. The blogs and people who used to jack her was roasting her. She don't want no smoke with me. Sir, nobody cares. Like, nobody's scared of you. I think the only reason you talking shit is because you feel like Diddy has been weakened in this moment. Her rap career is done. We just want to hear about her getting peed on by Diddy. Has she been in them freak-offs or nah? In another post where blogger Amon Wiggins jumped in, AK blasted Young Miami for sharing a whack bar. All of that shit I just said. Young Miami tried to redirect the argument on AK being a fucking creep with a screenshot of his post about Bad Baby when she was a teen. But he maintained that Diddy allegedly had her getting pissed on. He's referring to P. Diddy, which went viral last year after Carisha revealed her enjoyment of golden showers on her podcast. Since then, she's denied that Diddy ever peed on her and told Breakfast Club that the whole thing was taken too far. Okay? Did Diddy ever pee on me? No, never. She said back in October, setting a record straight. That nigga definitely peed on you. I personally, for real, never got peed on. Girl, you lying. My mama cussed me the fuck out about that. I was like, damn, I gotta stop saying shit like that. For real. She was just like, Carisha, for real, you be taking stuff too far. Sometimes I be taking it too far. Okay? Girl, your mama actually called you and said something about that? From what I hear from the people down there in Florida, y'all about that whole life. She from a family that's about that get money, you know, whatever we got to do to get it life. That's very interesting. Stop talking to me about Diddy, bitch. Talk to him, big back bitch. You addressing me, so I'm addressing you, pervert ass bitch. You a fucking creep. You ain't better than the next bitch, weirdo. Lord. Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Well, I'll just say this. Two things can be true at the same time. Carisha, you shouldn't have ever embarrassed yourself the way you did with Diddy. Very true. From saying that you could have got the other girl to eat you out if you told Diddy, you know what I'm saying? If you told Diddy, he would have had her eating your coochie, which makes us feel like he absolutely was doing freak offs with you and the other girl as well, which is why you said that. We just didn't have the reference point at the time. But when Cassie's lawsuit came out, then all of a sudden shit became much clearer as to why Carisha was on the internet telling that girl who Diddy used to fuck with, who Diddy allegedly abused, okay, that you could, you could make her eat your coochie and, all of those things. And, all of the stuff Diddy had her doing. It sounds like Diddy had her doing the same shit he had Cassie doing. And he convinced you that you were the bottom bitch. So even though you're getting peed on and you're doing all the shit that girl and the Cassie girl was doing, you somehow think you're better. That's a pimp thing. It's a pimp thing. And I know you think because you're getting money and clout from the situation that it's all to the good. But when a nigga's empire starts to crumble and all you left with is cocaine residue in a few nice bags and fur coats, then you'll have been just like women for years, decades, who think that when they play this role with a man, they're going to be protected. They're not going to be treated like the other women that he treats like that. Girl, you can get fucked out, slutted out, and left on a corner with a BBL and not as much funds left, just like everybody else. I'm just saying, y'all need to go and watch some of these gangster movies, okay? Because the gangsters' wives always think they got it made. The gangsters' wives always think they got it made until they nigga start losing his shit and losing his mind. And guess who gets left with nothing after depending on him for everything? And we know that's not exactly Young Miami's situation, but if she didn't start to separate herself from him, she wasn't going to have shit left. So it was smart for her to separate herself from him and to not publicly comment on the situation, especially because we know she's still fucking with him. So DJ Akademiks, you and your pretty mouth can say as much as you want to, but you wasn't going to meet with Diddy because you didn't want to get turned into one of those big black cocks that get called into the room, right? You didn't want to get turned into one of those? You didn't want to party with Diddy? I definitely think she still deals with Diddy. She's locked in. Everybody thinks that Young Miami is in control of this situation. And I'm telling y'all that there's no way she's in a relationship with Diddy and she's in control. The game has already been played. Not the melatonin, child. The dopamine levels have already been fucked with. She's locked in. And so until it goes all the way down, she gonna ride or die for her nigga. And I promise y'all that. If she actually steps away from him for real, I would be very much surprised. Being at a club with her baby daddy don't mean shit. None of that means shit. All of that is low key, little small attempts to create some space between her and Diddy. But to me, it feels like she was locked in as a bottom bitch. And now he going through it. So she's probably going through it too. And we just don't know because she's going to keep the shit off the internet. DJ Akademiks is an insecure incel. Like, that's just what it is. He's unhappy. He has his own, he got his own shit going on with him, with girls accusing him of assaulting them. There was a girl that accused him of assaulting her. His door got kicked down, but because they found no evidence of it, the shit was just kind of left alone. But the girl who got on the internet, what that was last week, and said that something happened to her at his house, seemed like she was telling the truth. So DJ Akademiks can talk all of that shit from behind his keyboard on Twitter. He gonna have his day too. He'll have his day too. Trust me. Because he's too problematic online not to be problematic in real life. And you really are obsessed with Young Miami. Like, to me, he is obsessed. He is obsessed with her. He's always talking about her. And it does give that you wish that you had a coochie to go with your bitch assness so that you can go and infiltrate circles of men that you look up to with good looks and coochie, like you feel like Young Miami did. That's why you keep referring to her as a hoe, right? That's why you keep talking about her getting peed on so that you can degrade her as a woman and make her out to just seem like some, city girl slut that's just using her coochie to get where she has gotten. When all the while, you wish you could do the exact same thing. So yeah, I wish he would talk to Santana the way he talks to Young Miami. Because I feel like when he talks to Young Miami, when he talks to women, it's a whole bunch of curse words and bitches and hoes. It's a whole bunch of shit going on. But when you talk to men, you like to try to clean it up a little bit. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. I don't know who hurt him, but he needs therapy. Okay. Big AK needs to go and get some big help. Okay, little buddy, go get some help, little buddy, because you need it. You do. Let me read some of these super chats. Thank you to Quasia for the super stick. I appreciate you, boo. Annette, I read this one from you. Thank you so much. Renisha Zanders, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. We need another now that we're grown. All right, I'm gonna work on it. I know it's been a minute. Annette, thank you for another super chat. Tasha K was hiding money. Cardi's lawyers found it. They always talking about that. They always talking about that. Whenever the money is actually like sent over, when something actually happens, we'll talk about it. But up until then, y'all, good luck. PJ Jones, thank you for the super chat. I just hope my checks continue to clear. The fuck? Child, y'all really don't be wanting me to get my little extra few stacks every month. y'all really don't want me to get that, huh? Muad H. Nate, thank you for being a member for a month. 500 milliliters of water weight. What? That's not including the container. Water weight 1.1 pound. 1 liter of water weighs 2.2 pounds. That's not including the container. I don't know why we're doing all of this. But thank you for the super chat. Miko Spice, thank you for the super chat. The fact that so many women still defend MLK majors but will dog this woman out because of how she responded to her attacker is so upsetting. I'm over it. Girl, don't let it upset you. Don't let it upset you. Just let it remind you that you can't trust these women just like you can't trust these men. Just remember, don't act like people gonna have your back. Don't assume people gonna have your back because they're not gonna have your back, girl. Nakisha Renee, thank you for the super chat. People always look for a perfect victim, especially if it's black women. Truth is, there is no perfect victim. Sad, man. It is. And it's just very repetitive. We go through it all the time. Keisha, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate y'all. Okay. It was a great show. Hold up. Let me make sure I'm hitting the right one. It was a great show, everybody. I appreciate y'all so much for coming through for me. Hold up. Why is it? Oh, yeah, it was on a. I hate that it does that. Restart. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all. There we go. It was a really great show. I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to know that. Okay. Why? The point is the water bottle has weight. Yeah, I know a water bottle got weight with a little water in it. And I don't know if y'all know, but I've been known back in my abusive days. I'm just joking. I've never really been abusive like that. I'm little. I can't really beat the fuck out of nobody like that. I haven't tried. At least not nobody I love. Okay. I don't do those things. I used to throw water bottles with half a bottle of water in it all the time, like this. Okay, because they're easy to project. An empty water bottle isn't even going to fly across the room with the same velocity. Okay, so if I hit somebody with a water bottle, it has to have something in it or something hard in it or an incredible amount of force in order to create what we saw on the side of that girl's head. Okay. And even if it was I'm thinking it had to be frozen. Like I'm trying to understand how a plastic water bottle didn't just cave in instead of creating that huge thing on the side of her face. Girl, I don't know. All I know is the lady still got hit. And she probably felt like she got hit with a goddamn brick. Okay, but thank you for the super chat, boo. And thank you, Lady Lex, Fat Akademiks, AK Dumbass, Big Fat. Thank you for the super chat. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And I'll probably come to y'all tomorrow, my members, for some members only shit. All right. Support the channel, share the video, and I will see y'all later.
Anywhere you go,